Out on stage, here I've made mistakes, but mistakes make you strong. Let's break it down for a minute. I want the crown, I'm gon' get it. You hear me loud, man, I'm winning. Yeah, Charlie Sheen will be grinning. These ladies know that I'm sinning, and this is just the beginning. I'm closing in the night inning. There ain't no point in resisting. Living life like a dream, live it right, that's the thing. Every night got a team, I've been tied to the scene. Out on stage, here on screen. Okay, it's a dream, and I pray as a team. One day it'll be me. If I want it, then I get it. Head down, don't regret it. Push myself to the limit. If I play it, then I win it. I'm just saying, I'm just living for today. For a minute, I don't stay, I just visit. Have no shame, I admit it. Looking high on me to see if I succeed. If I believe, they're looking up to me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me now. To God, man, I'ma make it soon. Silence all the haters as they see us making moves. I do what I want, so I got nothing to prove. Staying motivated, teaching others what to do. I'm staying focused, my mind is open. They start to notice that I'm in motion. There is no potion, you're not just chosen. It takes devotion to stay composed, man. Never stop, there ain't no time to fall. Try to live, get it up. You got one life to ball. Thinking big, never small. Cause you gotta want it all. When you finally get that call, you get ready, take it on. Need a hand out, I already stand out. Starting to advance now, ready to expand now. You don't have a chance now, cause we're in demand now. Wicked by the grand now, feeling in command now. They're looking high on me to see if I succeed, to see if I believe. They're looking up to me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now. What I need. Every single day I'm heading off to my dream, and I get everything that I damn well please. Living life like a dream, live it right, that's the thing. Every night got a team, I've been tied to the scene. Out on stage, here on screen. Okay, it's a dream, and I pray as a team. One day it'll be me. If I want it, then I get it. Head down, don't regret it. Push myself to the limit. If I play it, then I win it. I'm just saying, I'm just living for today. For a minute, I don't stay, I just visit. Have no shame, I admit it. Looking high on me to see if I succeed, to see if I believe. They're looking up to me. They want want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me I swear to God, man, I'ma make it soon. Silence all the haters as they see us making moves. I do what I want, so I got nothing to prove. Staying motivated, teaching others what to do. I'm staying focused, my mind is open. They start to notice that I'm in motion. There is no potion, you're not just chosen. It takes devotion to stay composed, man. Never stop, there ain't no time to fall. Try to live, get it on. You got one life to pop. Thinking big, never small, cause you gotta want it all. When you finally get that call, you get ready, take it on. Need a hand out, I've already stand out. Starting to advance now, ready to expand now. You don't have a chance now, cause we're in demand now. Make it by the grand now, feeling in command now. And it can to see if I succeed, to see if I believe. They're looking up to me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me now. Make you strong. Let's break it down for a minute. I want the crown, I'm gon' get it. You hear me loud, man, I'm winning. Yeah, Charlie Sheen will be grinning. These ladies know that I'm sinning, and this is just the beginning. I'm closing in the night inning. There ain't no point in resisting. Living life like a dream, big right past the beam. Every night got a team. I've been tied to the scene. Out on stage, hearing dream. Okay, it's a dream, and I pray as a team. One day it'll be me. If I want it, then I'll get it. Head down, don't regret it. Push myself to the limit. If I play it, then I win it. I'm just saying, I'm just living for today. For a minute, I don't stay. I just visit, have no shame. I admit it. Looking to see if I succeed, to see if I believe. They're looking up to me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me now.
Hi everyone, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hi Debatis,
Good morning.
good to see you back. Hi Winfred, good morning. All of you, can you please come onto the camera for a second? Let me meet you all, greet you all.
Morning,
Come on
Rakesh.
camera for a second, please. Hey, hi Devjit. Hi Winfred, how are you?
Doing good.
Excellent, excellent. How are you, Pradeep? Ah, you're muted. But I can see that you're good. How about others? Can you all come onto the camera for a second? Let's take a snap before we move on, right? Very quickly. Got lots to cover today, lots to cover. So just come onto the camera for a second, all of you, please.
I'm sitting ready with a paper and pen.
I know. Thank you for that. Really appreciate. In fact, everyone should be doing it. There should be at least one takeaway for you, right?
Sometimes you get an opportunity to be a student.
In fact, you're always a student. Even while you're teaching, you're a student because you learn something from that as well, right?
Trust me. Absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah.
They can teach you more. Especially if you're dealing with students, they can teach you more. And where technology is concerned and you're dealing with engineers, they just know you know.
I agree. Kanwal, how are you? Can't hear you. Rohit, is it clear?
I'm good, thanks.
All right. My voice is clear, right? Because Rohit says that Rohit's voice is not clear. Rohit,
No,
am I clear?
I can hear you well.
Some issue with the network or something.
Is it?
For me, the camera is coming your camera is coming frozen.
Really?
Yeah. Now it's better.
You look fine, and the voice too is reaching well. But some images here, like the other participants, they are a little hazy.
Yeah, that's okay. Let's not have cross talks. I'm just trying to get everyone on board, and after that we'll get into the call. Okay. So how are you, Chakravarti, Shivani, Somnath, Krishan, Sridhar, Manu, Ritik, Anup, Lenin, all of you, where are you hiding? Please come onto the camera for a second. I'm not going to ask you again because 2.5 hours I'm going to bother you. Before that, I want to see you. Hi, Sridhar. Nice. Good morning. Rest of the people, Krishan, Shivani, Somnath, I want to see you. Chakravarti, thanks for coming on to the camera. Really nice of you. Right? Manu, Anup, Ritik, Lenin. Let's come to the camera for a second because we don't have too much time to waste, isn't it? It's already 3 minutes into. So we can't time. We can't, right? Come on to the camera if you can. I'm going to take a snap. Whoever is there, just give a thumbs up for yourself and for the rest of the people who have made it on a Saturday like this. Okay, I'm going to take a snap. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I guess this photo shoot was after the session, but you took it.
No, you should always take it before. No, if you are a trainer, if you know how it works, you should always take it fresh. Don't leave anything for the last.
Okay.
Great. So with this, I'm going to get into the session. Okay. So I'll be continuously on a delivery mode for the next 2 hours, and we'll have a Q&A right after that. So whatever may be your query, very generic, anything specific, generic, it doesn't really matter. And specifically to applying to your own, position as a trainer, just jot it down. We'll have a Q&A session separate. Okay, that's out of this 2-hour session. It will be after the 2-hour session. Those who want to stay back, they can stay back. I'll be here for the last person who's going to leave. Right? Sometimes my sessions have gone till 1:30 also because people had doubts. Right? So I stay back. Absolutely not a problem. Great. With that, I'm going into screen share mode. So I'll be taking you to the presentation first, and then we will switch between the presentations and great. Super. So let me pin myself so that you can all see me as well. Can you all see me? Pinned?
Yeah.
You can. Great. Excellent. So, very quickly about Scoopin. Okay, if you have been a part of Scoopin before, great to have you back here. And if you are associated with Scoopin for the first time, like so, for example, if you have come through Facebook or Instagram or any other medium directly to this particular workshop, welcome on behalf of all of us who have been already there in Scoopin. Correct? So, we are world's first on-demand and managed marketplace for the training industry. It sounds very technical, I know. Very simply put, we are here to connect the trainers with their unaccessed market and vice versa, right? So what we do, we simplify the marketing for the trainers and coaches.
The network is bad.
Is it? Is it bad? Friends, all of you are having the same problem?
Yeah, there is a lag.
Yes, Rakesh.
There is a lag, is it? From my side?
Yeah,
Yes, Rakesh. I am also
March,
facing
and
the
there are times when your voice is on almost like for 5 to 7 seconds.
All right. So let me see what I can do. Normally, in such case, what I can do is I can switch off my camera. Okay, let me see. So please let me know if it is fine now. Okay, I'm trying to gain some bandwidth by switching off my camera. Is it better? Do you feel it's better?
Yes, your voice is audible.
Isn't it? Okay. So if there is a lag, please let me know. Please interrupt and let me know. Okay. So what we do is we simplify the marketing for the trainers and coaches. See, one of the things that I have figured out with my long-standing, trainer career, I started as a trainer about 5 years back. Even before that, I actually started and I dropped it and again came back in 2017 and restarted in full swing. And I've conducted hundreds of trainings, hundreds of workshops and webinars for the trainers, and I'm a master trainer. So what I've figured out is that every trainer, including me at that point of time, was struggling for marketing. They're all set with their content, they're all set with their page presence and everything. Everything was perfectly fine provided given. Now, the problem is they don't have the stage, good enough stage. So marketing is where things were getting locked up, right? So we decided to do something about it, and we didn't do anything manual. We completely automated the entire scene of marketing, right? And that's what we are going to discuss today, how the marketing can be simplified for the trainers. And we'll also have a lot of learning alongside, right? So how we do it is we automate the marketing, as I said, and we bring down the cost of marketing for the initial, like the first time when you are getting into the marketing, it's
Not able to hear you.
facing a problem.
We are able to hear.
Can you please
Yeah,
come,
Loud.
you're able to hear now?
Yeah,
Anyone?
I can hear
You're able to hear?
Issues.
Okay. So just check the bandwidth at your end also once. Okay.
Maybe-
That's why I'm cross-checking, right? Lenin, am I clear for you?
She can reconnect.
Yeah. So maybe that's a good idea. Maybe that's a good idea. Just try
I
reconnecting.
will do that.
Yeah. Thank you.
Understood.
Yeah. So what we have done is we have brought down the marketing, initial marketing. When I say marketing, so you can't cut down the marketing completely, right? That's too much to say about it. What we have done is we have created a stepping stone for every single trainer, and I'm opening up my video as well, hoping that it is not a problem at my end. Every trainer goes through a phase where they need to spend on the marketing, they somehow place, but they don't have enough money to kind of spend for it. Why? Because a marketer will ask you two costs associated with it. One is every month you need to spend at least 20,000-25,000 rupees on to be present in Facebook, LinkedIn, and stuff, places like that. They also charge nothing less than 10 to 15,000 rupees as a cost of service. So 35 to 40,000 rupees is what really is the asking from the market in case you want to really seriously go into the marketing. So what we have done is we have done a middle layer which will cut down all these costs and still you will be able to get into the market. Okay, so that's what we do. How we do it, we'll figure it out. Great. So just to introduce myself, I'm a technologist. I've got more than 22 years of experience. I started with TCS as a technologist, moved on to another company where I was heading the operations for the country. When I left in 2012, I was handling almost all the MNC banks and the non-core operations. I worked as a chief operating officer for a company called Vyoma Technologies, and later on as a chief operating officer for a company called IBSC India Wellness Limited. And 4 years back, I started my dream project, which is Scoopio.com, right? So I'm a technologist, operations expert, consultant, trainer, coach, and a serial entrepreneur. Been recognized by Economic Times as one of the most promising business leaders in Asia in 2021. And this particular blog or article of mine in LinkedIn is Google ranked for last 5 years about Indian see my article to be on the top, right? So that's the relevance of this particular article and the industry. And we have been covered in multiple magazines. We have conducted the world's largest WhatsApp webinar. Even before Zoom came into picture, we were online. And we conducted 60 days of continuous learning for our members right after the lockdown started in 2020 March. So none of our members were knowing the lockdown impact because they were all engraved in learning. And these are all the master trainers who actually took the trainings during that time. We were also first to introduce the TTT program on e-certification of trainers on how to create their online programs and host it. And a lot of community activities that we have been doing across India. And thus, that's the background, and let's begin. Right? So shall we start, my dear friends, in the chat box? Let's say, good to go. Just in the chat box, we should mention. Thank you. So the Ken research says, one of the most revered research on Indian training says that $32 billion year on year is this industry going to be by 2030, right? There's also a Kotak report which says it's a $20 billion year on year. So anywhere between 20 to 35 billion dollars is the economy of the trading market in India alone. World over, it is more than $100 billion. So the question is, how much of a pie of this is ours? When I say ours, individually yours. Okay. So what I want you to do is just put some number to it and say that, hey, I want to take this percentage of this particular economy. Just put some number. Anything, it could be anything. It doesn't really matter. Okay. It's not well calculated thing. The whole idea is that you are trying to relate it with the market quantum. So just put a number in the chat box. What you feel is the pie that you want to take off. Could be anything. Yeah, very good, Winfred. 1%. Thank you. Who else want to take a pie of it, and what's the pie that you want to go with? Go ahead. Go ahead in the chat box. 0.5% either. Very good. Excellent. Who wants to take a pie of it? Put up some number, because this is not how we begin, right? It's all a dream at the end of the day. It starts with a dream and then we make it happen. 2% of this number should be fine. Absolutely, the budgets. Who else want to take a pie and just put the number to it very, very quickly? Very quickly. Chakravarti says 1%. Beautiful. See, all of you should be aiming at a percentage of that. Even if it is 0.1%, 0.2%, 0.5, 1, 2, 3, whatever it may be. You should be aiming at a pie of this particular economy. Otherwise, you are in the gallery. You know what's the difference between people in the gallery and people on the ground? The players and the gallery people, the difference is the gallery people pays for the players and the players in the ground get paid. So you need to decide where you want to be, whether in the ground or in the playing in the ground, receiving the money, or in the gallery spending for the players. Isn't it? Great. Kanwal 0.005%. Brilliant. Brilliant. He even did the calculation. So let's look at what the trainers' problems are. Nothing that you don't know. I'm just reading. They are occupied. How about the rest of 20-25 days? No? Even if we consider the weekends. People are not.
Your voice had gone for some time.
Hello?
You need to repeat again. We could not hear you fully.
Hello?
I think he's saying, can you repeat it again?
Sure. So, the problem with the trainers is that they don't have enough jobs in hand. Right? So, 4 to 5 days of job, maybe 2 days, 3 days, some months there's no job at all. This is one problem. Second problem is you don't have consistent and optimum revenue. 1 month you get 20,000, another month you get 1 lakh, third month there's nothing, again 1.5 lakhs, then comes 50 lakh, 50,000. It keeps varying for the trainers depending on the season as well as his luck. Right? Don't have regular clients. This year you have got X number of clients. Next year you have a completely new set of clients maybe. Because clients are also kind of changing their tune, isn't it? and don't have market exposure. Biggest problem for the trainer. I'm one among the millions who are already waiting for the the opportunity. So I don't know how to get into the market to start with. Biggest problem. Then comes the big problem of the trainer, that they have an aversion towards marketing and sales. They don't know how to market and how to sell themselves. They're good at teaching. Even the sales trainers who teach how to sell better are not able to sell themselves. So that's the kind of irony that we get into. We need to come out of all these things. Correct? And the last and the biggest problem again is technically handicapped. People don't know how to technically enable themselves and automate their stuffs. For example, if I ask you, okay, can you get into a CRM or automate all your marketing end to end so that you can simply sit and wait for the people to come in front of a webinar like this? None of the trainers know about it, and that's not their fault, because technology has never been taught to trainers the way it has to be taught, right? So these are the problems that we have identified, and this is how we want to kind of take the lead in solving this problem. Now, if you see the average income slab of a trainer, you can see this green line, right? The 17.54%. That is the pie which belongs to people who has an income for more than 50K. This green, I'm making more than 50K every month comfortably, right? 1 minute, I think I didn't record. All right. So the rest 80% of the people are not making even 50,000 a month, which means anywhere between 10,000 to 15,000 is where the trainers stand in terms of their monthly income, which is very minimal compared to the current lifestyle and the inflation rate. Do you agree with me or not? Do you agree with me? So in your view, what should be an average income of a trainer in a month? Given that you have come out of this whole,
minimum 1 lakh.
Isn't it? Minimum 1 lakh. Because that's what you need to take care of your family. So people not able to think about 1 lakh, forget about 1 lakh, even 50,000 is a luxury for the trainers. And that's a pride of the trainers. And I'm not talking about trainers who just passed out of their graduation. I'm talking about people who have been in the industry working, having worked for 10 years, 15 years, coming out to become a trainer out of their passion. And suddenly they find that, they don't have even half the salary that they were earning before. And they don't know how to kind of make it up. Big problem, right? And these are all live. I've not taken this from any research report, because these are the continuous research that we keep doing among our trainers. And these are live data from our trainers, okay? Which means it's the ground reality. Now, if you look at the current state of the trainers, there are a lot of problems. I'm not going into the details of it. But if you see this, can you see this indigo, the small one? Less than 1%. I find the trainers who do not face any of the problems. Rest, everything is problem from the beginning till the end. All are problems. Whether they are a beginning or they don't have marketing, they have paid marketing, but they are not getting result, and they don't have enough market connect. Whatever may be the reason, at the end of the day they are not succeeding. That is what the entire set of pie looks like. And where I can't even put 1%, that is where people don't face a problem. Which means if I take 100 people, not even 1% is who is comfortable in the training business. Still, people are taking it forward purely out of passion. And to complete your success, you need 3 things. So firstly, you need a profile and a social presence. Very, very important. You need a beautiful profile. Right now, you might be having it in LinkedIn or Facebook or wherever it is, but you need a proper, and it cannot be a CV. CV is the last thing that you want to have as a profile, because it's not easy to kind of share it, right? Your profile means you need to build it. It has to be your asset. CV is not an asset. It's only a reflection of yourself. So you need to have a profile, especially in the digital space, and the social presence. That profile has to also start talking to the people. And both of these together has to get you enough network so that you're at no point in dearth of business. It should always be a situation should be, I have more than what I can chew. And I keep distributing what I can't take. Like I call up my friend and say that, hey, you know what? I'm already occupied. I've got this opportunity. I think you should take it up. That should be our situation, rather than kind of calling up a friend and asking, hey, do you have any opportunity with you? That's the very, very, very sad situation to be in, right? Do you agree with me on this? Can we turn the plate around? Isn't it? Just mention in the chat box if you agree with me that you need to be in a position to supply the excess requirements that comes to you. Yeah. So Kanwal, Sridhar says agree. What about the rest of the people? Pradeep says agree. Winfred says agree. Isn't it? All of you, please communicate with me on the chat box because I would love to hear your reciprocation. Isn't it? Thank you. Now, what's stopping you? So there are 50%. Let me divide it to 50%. Okay. 50% is already there in your hand, which contributes to your skill, content, and delivery. You're already there. You in the middle of the night, someone wakes you up and asks you to give a delivery on the subject that you're good at. You'll simply go there and perform, right? Unless you are a very beginner in this particular field. So if you're a beginner, you will learn that part also. There is no harm. There's nothing stopping you. But most of the people have done it in the past. They're waiting for the opportunities. So what's lacking? The 50% which is lacking is marketing, leads, and sales. Biggest hurdle. The moment you are able to capture this particular part of your business, and if you consider training as a business, see, some people consider training only as a passion, which is not the best way to do it. Okay, only passion cannot save you. I am a very good artist. I do oil painting. That doesn't mean that that's going to earn bread, for my family. I can do it in my leisure times. I love it. But to take it to a professional level, I have to see it as a business, which means I should be drawing. I should be selling it. I should not be emotionally attached with it. There's a lot of factors that falls into it. You should be in a position to make 100 paintings and give it all for money. If you are passionate and if you are attached with, you will not make money, right? So it's a very different game when you get it considered something as passion as a business. So most of you, it's a passion. You need to convert it as a business, and for business, you cannot get into that cross that chasm. Dealing with marketing, lead generation, and sales, right? It's the harsh truth. And why? It's just that we don't talk about it because it's very kind of taboo thing, right? Marketing and sales is not my cup of tea. So you have plus point in the skill, content, and delivery, and minus point in the marketing, leads, and sales. So how many of you feel this is apt for you? This is true for you. So if you feel that you are minus on marketing, leads, and sales, mention minus in the chat box. Let me see how many of you feel and are true to yourself to express that I am in minus. If you are positive, no problem. That's the best place to be. So if you are positive on the marketing, leads, and sales, put plus. If you are negative, you put minus, and be true to yourself. Okay. So Wilfred says minus, Sridhar says minus. Who else feels that it is minus? Double it means says minus. I have been in this field and in this particular situation. So I was once minus. Now I'm going to teach you how not to be minus because I learned it the hard way. Right? Minus. Cool. Now, there is a disparity in the way the seesaw is thing. We need to level it up, correct? And for you to level up, you need to connect these two factors, the skills and content, as to start talking to the marketing and lead generation and sales. And marketing, leads, and sales, unless you think about technology and automation, forget about it. You're not going to succeed in marketing, leads, and sales in the current world without imbibing technology into it. And that also is a harsh truth. Many people have tried it going all alone without technology connecting with it. It's just a matter of time that they get so tired that they give it up. They give up even training profession because they feel that nothing is there, in their kind of control, and they want to kind of give up. Don't take you to that extreme. Instead, what you do is give your marketing, leads, and sales to systems who can actually do it for you, right? I'll give you some tips around it. Let's take an auth today. Okay, how many of you have taken an auth for a very long time? If you have not done it for a very long time, this is an opportunity for you, right? This is an opportunity for you to reflect for yourself and take a commitment for yourself, right? And what is the auth? There are two types of people who will come into any webinar. One set of people who are just there to kind of see what this guy is going to talk about, right? With a skeptic mind, they come. It's window shopping. And let me hear, and after that we'll take it. Another set of people who are ready and who is just waiting for a solution. So they're only looking at one thing. Hey, I was looking for a specific solution. Let me see if this guy has got it for me. That's the second set of people. So I want to understand from your side, which side of the participant you belong to. Is it the first side, window shopping side, or the second side, where you have made up your mind and you simply want to understand whether this person, Rakesh, has got it for me? Simple. First or second, just mention in the chat box. Winfred says second. How about the rest of the people? Jabajit says second. Let me see how many people are there. 15 people are there. Friends, all 15 of us, this is very precious session. This is the 8th session I'm doing consecutive in the last 8 weeks. Every Saturday coming in front of you. And I'm going to continue it as well, right? So I would like to understand whether you are in the second or in the first. Go ahead with it. Pradeep says second. You have to answer, my dear friends, because without answering, there is no going forward, right? I need to get the reciprocation. And thanks for that. I'm a learner. Sridhar, very good. I'm so happy that you're expressing yourself. Great. So, my only thing is, if you're taking an oath that, hey, I'm going to take an action today if the solution fits me. There are only 3 things, my dear friends, for any solution that comes to you or any solution that gives you. Okay. I'm going to spell it. Type it if you're listening to me so that you learn it. There are only 3 things that you need to check for a solution if it's coming to you. Okay. The first thing what I have, my humble request is don't expect every solution to be free. People come for freebies. Always freebies comes at a cost, my dear friends. Nothing is free in this world. It always comes at a cost, right? So always look for 3 things. Feature. What is being given to you? What are the features being given to you? Second, fitment. Is that features fitting me? Third, the finance. How much I need to spend to get that particular thing. Whether it is you have to have an idea, hey, this is what I can afford. Is that what it comes for? Now you correlate features, fitment, and the finance. These 3 things. Can you write it on the chat box? Feature, fitment, finance. Learn this. This is a sales thing that I'm talking to you. So it's a sales secret. Okay, I'm teaching you right now. No, it's not moving. Don't worry. Sridhar, I'm still talking to you. In the chat box, mention these 3 things. Feature, fitment, and finance. Just write in the chat box. These are the 3 things that you need to, when you go and talk to someone about your training to sell it, these are the 3 things that you need to match off. If you get these 3 things matched off, your sales is done. So I'm giving you the simplest tool that you can deploy when you go and talk to people, right? Great. Feature, fitment, finance. Feature, fitment, finance. Feature, fitment, finance. Learn about it. Okay. And I'll give you another tip towards the end of the session, right? If you're staying till the end of the session, I'll give you another tip as well. Great. Feature, fitment, and finance. You get these 3 aligned, your product is solved. How cool it was. Did you learn something? Okay. The only witness for this particular oath that you take is you are the witness. There is no other witness other than you. You need to be true to yourself for this, because any other witness can go off in the middle. So if you are true to yourself, this particular oath will stand until you are there in this world. Because you are the witness. You need to be answerable to yourself, isn't it? Great. And the oath is very simple. I'm going to take action if the feature, fitment, and the finance is matching to my criteria, which is your criteria. Okay? If just close your eyes for a second, take this oath, and then let's move forward. Right? Close your eyes for a second. All of you, close your eyes. And when I'm talking, just keep it in your mind as well, right? Repeat in your mind. If the feature, fitment, and finance align with what I can do, I'm going to go for it. If these 3 things suits me. Alright? That's the oath. So have you taken the oath? If you have taken the oath, mention it in the chat box. Let me see how many people have really taken the oath. Okay. People who are skeptic can't take an oath. Great. Super. Thanks, Wilfred. Thanks. You're awesome. All right. So if you're not making money, first of all, understand that it is not your fault. If you are not making money, it's not your fault. You not knowing these things is what's causing you from not making money. What are these things? You not knowing what you want to sell, number one. You not knowing who needs it and how to reach out to them. Right? What you want to sell. And if you know what you want to sell, then you don't know who needs it. And if you know who needs it, you don't know how to reach out to them. Okay? Then how to get them to interested in you and your service. Always remember, people have to be interested both in you and your service to be able to sell. Just a service is not going to help. How many of you have experienced this, that you have gone out to buy something and you took it because you simply loved the way the salesperson approached you? How many of you have experienced it? Because of the salesperson, you went with a specific product which you never thought you will be buying. Raise hands. Right? Mention salesperson if you have gone, and many times, Sridhar, you are absolutely right. And almost every time you go to purchase Sony, you end up purchasing LG. Why? The LG person sold you better. Isn't it? And that's what you need. So you need to sell yourself and your product, right? Now, how to make them buy your service? You don't sell, you make them buy your service. So technically, it is called as products and service, marketing, lead nurturing, and sales. Now the problem is people don't know the action items behind it. People only know in a technical term, so they are wary of going about it. All what you need to do is you need to know you need to be clear about what you want to sell, who needs it, how to reach out to them, how to get them interested in you and your product, and how to make them buy your service. Simple. This is the 5 different steps of sales and marketing. Got it? It's not your fault because it's too much technical in it. Okay. So shed. If you have this in your mind that, hey, it's all my fault, I'm not able to do it. If you keep regretting, please shed it for the time being. Can you all shed it? Because it's not your fault. Right? Just mention not my fault in the chat box so that we can move on. Right? Not my fault. Mention in the chat box, not my fault. Absolutely not my fault. You have to let go something which is deep in your mind. Right? Winfred is also laughing. It's not my fault. Yeah. So Gilroy is also not my fault. Absolutely.
Yeah, because most of the time I have been told it is all your fault.
Let's set that. Otherwise you'll not be able to move further, isn't it? Great.
No, I don't believe it. Let others.
Absolutely. Right. Now, what you need is a vehicle for smooth, fast and reliable marketing and sales. Okay, so we are talking real business here, my dear friends. I'm not giving you gyan here. Okay, for you to reach from your position to your target, you need someone to take you there, or something to take you there, or some system to take you there. Without a system, nobody has grown in this world. Everyone has put a system and processes in place for scale. Otherwise, you can do it individually. You will not scale. You will be tired. You will lose it after some time, right? So there are different paths to it. What are the different paths? Can you tell me one path towards creating a marketing and sales for you? Anything that comes to your mind. Just mention in the chat box. One path, one vehicle that you can take, which you already know how you can do your marketing and sales. It need not be something which you have taken. It is something which you know is available in the market, which you can take if you want, right? So referral marketing, says, right? It's a vehicle, absolutely. If you are a person who mastered referral marketing, then you know how to work it out, right? You know what to speak to, whom you are networking with, and you know when to speak about your product, when not to speak about your product, how to start, how to end, everything you know. Because you have mastered the art of creating referrals for yourself. What else? Just think aloud. You will get a lot of answers. Give me one more answer. Give me one more answer. Friends, think about it. You will get it. I'll give you an example. Joining network groups. Yeah, it's all related with referrals, right? Mind map, affiliate marketing. Very good. That's another way of doing it. Social media marketing, right? Facebook ads, LinkedIn ads, Twitter, Google ads, YouTube ads, SEO, all of ways by which you can actually make it. All are marketing and sales, isn't it? So what you need is a path of least resistance, because you don't have time to go behind it. You just need to focus on what you're good at, which is delivery and the content and upgradation of yourself, upskilling, etc. So you need a path of least resistance, right? And for your vehicle to pick you up, you also need an address. So always a vehicle can pick you up when you are stationed somewhere. If you're also moving around, how can you pick up an Ola or Uber? Impossible, right? They will not give you the service because they pick you. You're also moving. So what you do is you be stationed in. So first and foremost thing is create an address for yourself. And when I say create an address, it's not physical address, right? It is an address which you need to create so that people can reach out to you. Okay. So if you ask yourself, is it a PDF CV or social media handles, which is already there with you, Facebook, LinkedIn, etc., Twitter, etc. This is not what I'm talking about. These are addresses which will take, which can't take your vehicle, which can't take from one place to another. It is there for you to kind of surface out whenever you are, because it's not specifically created for the trainers. PDF is not enabled on an online medium. Social media handles doesn't tell everything about your trainer life, isn't it? LinkedIn is a very good professional page, but LinkedIn, the problem is it's also a professional page. It's not just training. So it's training is one part of the whole story in that. So people will not be able to relate to you as a trainer per se, right? Facebook is a social media. There you will get likes and hugs from your family, friends and relatives, but nothing more happens there in Facebook, right? Unless you do a campaign, targeted marketing. So what you need is a address where people can find you and can read everything about you as a trainer. And let's call for the time being as a single source of truth, SST, right? Single source of truth. Everything with respect to you as a trainer should be there so that it's very easy for people to come there, figure out what you are, and then from there kind of, funnel out into different mediums like your Facebook handles, LinkedIn and stuff like that. That's what I'm talking about, right? The structure of the vehicle is very simple. It's all about creating your authority. So it's simply put it, people will look at where you are traveling, which vehicle you are traveling with. Are you traveling with an Ambassador or a Maruti 800 or Alto, that kind of or you're a mid segment, or you're an advanced segment, or you're in the, leagues of Mercedes Benz and, BMWs, right? Or you are in Ferraris and, other league, the next level league. So it all depends on the vehicle that people will pursue you. So if you're carrying yourself in a Mercedes Benz, that kind of people will attract you. That's the norm. That's a normal thing, right? So everywhere it works, like that. Because people judge at the appearance. So authority is what is important for you. More the authority that you make, the vehicle becomes premium. So you need to make it premium. It's the same vehicle that you'll be carrying, but depending upon how much authority you create, the vehicle standard changes. And how do you create an authority? It all starts with a profile. Hello? Hello, can you all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, very good. So it all starts with a profile, okay? Then you build a credibility for the, okay? So there is a profile that you create. I'll tell you how to create a profile. Then what gives the profile, the strength is the credibility that you add to it. What is it? What comes to the credibility? What comes to the profile? Profile is simply your about you, the trainings that you take, the training programs that you conduct, and the specializations that you take, etc. Credibility is all about where you studied, what's your best, qualification. Have you been awarded, recognized? Have you been a part of any community before, which is recognized again? And the certifications that you have taken. These things comes in the credibility thing. So you have got profile, then the credibility, which is kind of, supporting it. Then you have social proof. Social proof is nothing but you telling to the thing that I'm not just telling, I'm also showing you the proof. See, look at the pictures where I have taken the training. Look at the posters, what I have plotted in the past. That's what social proof is all about. Look at the testimony that I have seen, right? Then comes blogging. Why blogging is important? Why we promote blogging with the trainers? Blog is one way you relate with the people in a very subtle manner. You can talk about what you learned when you took your doggy to a walk yesterday. It's as subtle as possible. You can talk about what training you did yesterday and what learning you impart in that. That could be a blog. Anything related to your personal life, connected with the training or not with the training, you can put it in the blog. People will understand you from that perspective as well. So people will relate to you very fast. Then comes connecting with the job market. You need to have a place where the job is connected with you every time and if you're able to apply for it. Networking. You need to be in a place where you can actually network with other trainers, the co-trainers and the other people in the market. And you need to have all things to be plugged together to put as a portfolio so that anyone can come and see your profile.
Yeah. Hello.
I think we lost him.
Ah.
Sorry for that, friends. I'm in a little remote location. You have to excuse me for my, low. Please excuse me for that.
Okay.
I'm sharing once again. Thank you. So all these things, profile, credibility, social proof, blogs, jobs, network, everything should come in one single place and then it should be connected as a portfolio. Through the portfolio, you create a social connect and then you get into
Can't see your presentation.
How many of you feel? You can't see the presentation, is it?
No.
I
can see you now. Presentation is not there.
Can you see now?
No.
Yeah, so just let me know as soon as the presentation is on, right? It will come on, don't worry.
Yeah. Visible now.
Brilliant. Please pardon me for this glitch. I'm in very remote location. I'm traveling, that's why. Great. Spotlighting myself.
You were on portfolio.
Great. Yeah. I'm coming to that. All right. Great. So, how many of you feel that such an authority system which you can create is going to help you? All these things put in one place. At least I know that I am in one place and I can invite people to that place. I'm stationed in one place. I've got a house, I've got an address. How many of you feel that if you get all these things together, that itself is a major win situation for you? In the chat box, you just let me know.
I didn't get your question.
Yeah, just mention in the chat box.
I didn't get your question.
Yeah, so the question is, if you get a vehicle like this, which will create a complete portfolio for yourself, right? And do you think that this will become your address and you are comfortable to kind of invite people to come and, read about you? If you have a place to stay like this and an address attached with it, how well it is going to help you? That's the question, isn't it? So it definitely is going to help. So So at the end, I'm going to give opportunity for 10 people among us. So I think about 10 people. So all of you are going to get that opportunity, right? To go to the next level. And the question is, how do you feel that you have a great training product or a program that you can take to the market? How many of you feel you already have? Mention in the chat box. Mention in the chat box. You have a product or a training program. Just mention I have, so that I know you have it, right? You feel that you have got a product that you can take to the market. Yes, great. So Gilroy has got, Winfred has got, Sridhar doesn't have, no problem, Sridhar, not a problem. Who else have got a product or a training that you can take to the market? In the chat box you mentioned. Only Gilroy and Winfred has got? I'm sure the other people has got something which they have been doing, right? So Devajit, I believe you have something which you can take to the market, right? You don't have, so absolutely fine, not a problem, right? Now, the question is, how many of you feel that you sell a product or service that can solve a problem? In the sense, you have to sell a product or a service, or you plan to create a product or a service that can solve someone's problem. When I say product or a service, it doesn't mean a product by itself. It can be simple training program that people do. A training program is good enough. That itself is a product for you, right? So, if you feel that the product or a service that you sell can solve a problem, you just mention in the chat box. Solve in the chat box. Just mention solve in the chat box. Great? You feel that you can solve, right? And every time you solve a problem for your customer, you deserve one profit. That you are solving a problem, you deserve a profit from it. How many of you feel this is true? You solve one problem, you deserve one profit. If you feel one profit, just mention one profit in the chat box. One problem you solve, one you need, or you deserve. One profit in the chat box. If you feel that, please. One profit. So you don't feel that you need a profit out of the problem. You feel, right? Obviously, it's a very normal. So if that's true, then how many of you feel that you problems, you deserve two profits? So two problems, so two profits in the chat box. Two profits. Hello?
Yeah.
Sorry, one second. Yeah. Just be there, bear with me, because this.
Yeah, no issues. Just letting you know that it's not.
I know. Normally I take it from hotels if I'm traveling, but this time I couldn't actually, because it's a very remote location, unfortunately. I had to go with whatever facility I've got. Okay, beg your pardon.
It's perfectly all right.
Thanks. So the question is, if you solve two problems, how many of you feel that you deserve two profits for that? In the chat, you mentioned two profit. Okay, isn't it? So, then can we agree that more people you help, more problem you solve, more profit you deserve? Many times what happens is trainers gets into this disillusion that, hey, training is also a service. So even if I don't get anything, I'm okay. I'll go there At my expense, I do the training, make everyone happy, and I'll come back. You will get a lot of accolades, you will get certifications, you will get trophies and everything, but you don't get money. People are ready to spend on everything else except money for you. If you have been in that situation, you need to come out of it. This is the time. You need to realize that this is what it is. If you're solving someone's problem genuinely, you deserve a profit out of it. Why? Because the other person is going to take that solution and is going to make money out of it. You're not going to, you're enabling the other person to do their business, but you're not getting paid. You're only getting good bills and, accolades, which is not fair. Isn't it? Absolutely. Freelance, get everything done for free. Oh, that's an awesome thing, Gilroy. And I never thought like that, but we should change this freelancing thing like that. That itself is not good. Freelance for some reason, right? Great.
Rajesh, if you don't mind, can I barge in a bit?
Sorry?
Can I barge in a bit if you don't mind?
Yeah, please.
Okay, see, the reason why I told you freelance is everything's for free because when I've been for a program to Delhi and there was what do you call it as? Then there's this guy who sat next to me, okay, and he asked me what do I do. So I told him I'm a freelance trainer. Now, I don't know much whether anyone knows Hindi over here or do you understand Hindi?
No, you can make it very fast. Okay, just make it very fast.
So this guy, he asked me, so you're a freelance trainer, so you do everything for free. So that actually hit a lot, right? So that's when I trained myself as, instead of saying freelance, you can call yourself as a business consultant into training.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We'll discuss about it later. Let's continue.
Sure.
Just be asking.
Yeah. Okay, so now the question is, more people is equal to more profit. Then really the key to your prosperity and success and wealth is what? Can you put something into it? Like if more people is equal to more profit, what is it that we need to focus on? What is that one thing we need to focus on which will take care of both people as well as profit? Brand. Okay. Any other inputs? Brand. What else? Just throw something, huh? Just throw something. You have the answer. It's just that you're finding it difficult to pull it out. Just one more input. Time. Okay. Market yourself. Okay. So let me help. Okay. What you need is only one thing, which is more customers. So when you have more prospects, okay, then all these things will get resolved. If you are working with only 10 people, you will only get as many opportunities that the 10 people can give you. But make it 100, the entire dynamics changes after that. Make it 1,000, your way of dealing with the first 10 people would be completely different otherwise, if you are dealing with only 10 people, you will always be in a begging mode. So you will be like at their mercy. Can you please give me something? The moment you're dealing with 1,000 people, your approach with the 10 people will be like, hey, I am available. You just better block my time. Otherwise, there are 100 other people who are already kind of waiting for my time. I'm letting you know because I am I know you personally. So please block my calendar. If something is coming up, don't wait for the last minute because I might not be able to help. That will be your language. But otherwise, it will not be your language. Understand? So that's Soumya did more opportunities and more reach. And I'm glad that you're coming up and you're listening to it. Thanks for the input. Agree with you on that. Correct? More prospects and more customers. Where do they come from? According to you. This answer is a very profound answer. It's a simple answer, but it's a very profound answer. Why I'm teaching you in this manner is so that you get that entire storyline correctly, right? So network is what Samujit says. What else is the answer? What comes to your mind is put it, my dear friends. This is not an exam, so no worries. Cycle of authority chart. Okay, so Sridhar has gone, into that technical thing, right? I'm asking a very simple question. Okay, if more prospect and more customers are required, where do they come from? Shall I answer? Lead generation is all. It's actually from more eyeballs. Simple. More people needs to see you in this busy world. You need to be in front of more people. As simple as that. more
Visibility.
people you are in front of, absolutely, it's called visibility, right? Visibility is the key.
Nice.
And you need to work on the numbers, because what happens with numbers is automatically what you have been struggling for doesn't become a struggle anymore. To get, 10 people, 20 people, 30 people, 50 people, 60 people, 100 people in front of a webinar is going to be just like that. It will happen. Why? You need to target 10 times, 20 times, 100 times people. And that's when this will happen. But if you target only to your friends and families and your inner circle, it will dry out. See, this is the 8th program that I'm running, and I still have people in front of me. Normally my turn up is anywhere between 40 to 50. This time I did a little experiment where I didn't promote it too much. I just completely went, oblivion, thinking that, hey, let my system work for itself. Let me see what is the kind of turnaround which is coming up. I didn't even do a proper follow-up. I asked my team not to follow up, only for few people, not with everyone. Have now 10 people also, it doesn't really matter, but it's all a game of number of people that you touch upon. I know how to take it from 10 to 60 again. If required, in the next meeting, I can actually put it out, because I know it's all about the eyeballs. You get it? So that is one thing you need to work on if you really want to scale your business. So if you understood this particular point, mention eyeballs in the chat box. You need to be seen, visible among more people. Okay, not among your friends and families. New set of people who they have never seen you before. Eyeballs is the game that we are going to play. That you are going to play if you are with a Scoopin. That's the game that we are going to play. Okay, great. Now, the compounding effect. Okay, it actually takes years if you do it, but the compounding connects better understanding about you. So when you create, people will understand you better, because the number of people who will understand you better will be more, because more connects are made, and you create better trust in the market. The trust level in the entire ecosystem has to go to a certain level, and the moment it crosses the threshold value, it kind of goes to the next level. It takes you to the next level. Right now, you're working with very few people who you know, maybe few WhatsApp groups that you have created, or that you might be admin, you might not be the admin, you might be in 100 different WhatsApp groups. This is not going to help. You need to go out, reach out, where people don't know about you. That's where the trust the overall trust will get built, because the people who knows you already has got the trust. Correct? You're not going to build anything new. And new business is not going to come from the existing set of people, because they already know you. If they had, they would have given you by now. Now,
Right.
higher opportunities will happen, and more talking points have to happen about you. People have to start talking about you. Okay? This is how the compounding effect is done. It happens over a period of time. Now, why a fruitful marketing takes time? I'm going to give you something which you will not learn in the MBA schools or anywhere else, because this is purely from the of having done marketing and sales for a long time. There are 3 stages for marketing, my dear friends. Something which you should have done as of yesterday, that's stage 1. Something you should be doing as of today, and something you will end up getting tomorrow. Okay? These are the 3 stages of your marketing. Right? And the stage 1, if you want to understand, it is organic marketing. That's something which you should have done in the past. You cannot start doing it today and expect a result tomorrow. It will take time. And organic marketing is something which you have to do, come what may, whether you like it or not. It's a very painful thing, but it will reap you benefit like anything in the future, right? Goes into it. You should have had your social presence in the social media every day. It is useful for the community. Organic marketing. It takes time, it takes your patience, and takes a lot of commitment from you in doing organic marketing. Unless you get it paid, you get someone to sit and do it for you, it is going to take a huge amount of commitment from you. Okay, nothing should be stopping it. Everyday posting. Now, how many of you have tried organic marketing in the past? Mention in the chat box. OM, if you have tried organic marketing. wherein you go and post every single day on the social media. Yeah, Gilroy has, I know Gilroy has done because he's there in multiple WhatsApp groups and stuff like that. So I've seen him doing it. Devajit, you have done it. Very good. Pradeep, you have done it. Excellent. Okay. Now that's very good start for you guys. There's a way to do organic marketing. We'll discuss about that as well. Next is paid marketing. If you want right today your marketing, you can start doing with a Facebook ad. As simple as that. And you put a budget of whatever 500 rupees, 1000 rupees, 200 rupees a day. You are in the, so I'll show you how it happens. Okay. Let me take your attention to the, a sample of how it happens. Can you see my screen? Which screen are you seeing now? Okay, let me show my screen once again. Great. Are you able to see my screen, please? Can you see my screen?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. So this is what paid marketing is all about. I'm showing you my paid marketing, how it is being done. Okay. I've crossed the stage of initial level marketing. Now I'm getting into the paid marketing, which you will also get into at some point of time. Yet before that, I don't want you guys to spend a lot of money on how the system works. Correct? So if you see so many paid marketing that I've been doing, for a long time, and the last, so if I take only for the last, let's say, a month or so, you will see that say about 53,000 rupees have been spent on marketing alone. That's what happens as on today if you want to really take yourself to the market. Correct? And once that is done, how it is done is very simple. It has got 4 steps. You do an ad in the Facebook. You invite people onto this particular page which you have filled in. Correct? Once you fill it up, it comes into the backend into a CRM, any CRM that you can use. And it comes and sits here. So I type one of your name, you'll see the here, right? Say, for example, Winfred. So it will show me Winfred has come on May 24th at 1:45 p.m., as a registration. Similarly for rest of the people also, I have an entry, right? Then from there, it goes into another CRM, which actually automates my WhatsApp. So everything is automated for me. That is what this particular thing will do for you, which is as on today. You understood? Understood the paid marketing? How many of you are doing the paid marketing, if I may understand? PM you mentioned. PM. Very good. Gilroy is doing paid marketing. Who else is doing paid marketing? All the trainers should come to a position where they are able to do paid marketing without guilt. Because it involves a lot of money, but at the same time you are making money also. So you need to have a system which will return the money back to you so that you can reinvest and grow it. It will come at some point of time, but not immediate. Okay. It need not be immediate. Great. So I'm glad, Gilroy, you are a paid marketing person. Okay. Next, the third important stage is referral marketing. This is what, this is what Winfred mentioned. Correct? In referral marketing, what happens is you will be in a position where the others will start recommending you after some time. It doesn't happen as on today, but others will start recommending you because they have experience with your product or service, and they feel that if they connect their friend with this, and if your friend gets benefited, they get a brownie point of a better relationship. Like, they sell it for that good feeling. There is no commercial involved in it. It's a pure thing. I'll give you an example also of that. Okay. Before that, let me understand one thing from your side. If you have not done an organic marketing yet, and if you have not got enough, enough result out of it, how many of you would like to make up for your lost time? Means you want to do organic marketing, you don't have time, you need help. If you need a help on that, just mention help in the chat box. Let me see how many of you would like to kind of cover up for your lost opportunity of organic marketing. Yeah, Winfred needs help. Very good. Who else? Devajit needs help. Very good. Pradeep needs help. Who else need a help in covering up for the lost time for the organic marketing? Very important, right? Great. Great. So I can see that 4 people have requested for the help. Very nice. Now, paid marketing I have shown you, correct? And this is what referral marketing looks like. See, this is one of our premium members. Her name is Prajakta. What she has done is she has recommended one of her friend who is an Ayurveda doctor directly into our core membership, that we have. And there was